What is up, guys? Rick here, going over the 331 attack Thunderlord exotic machine gun in Destiny. Now, the question we're answering today is whether or not it's worth fully upgrading this gun. Not upgrading everything but one, but upgrading every single upgrade to get it to 331 attack. Now, this gun certainly is a powerful gun. It is one of, if not the best machine guns in the game. And it absolutely decimates a lot of enemies. But would I spend resources completely upgrading it if I were you? No. Now that's the answer. I don't think this is worth completely upgrading. And the problem is not with the gun. It's with the machine guns. Like I said, this is one of the best machine guns in the game, but the fact is, not many people are using machine guns in extreme endgame content, especially when you most of the time simply use rocket launchers. Now, there is a spot for this in endgame content. I actually purposely equip the Thunderlord when I'm running Crota's End on normal or hard in the very beginning section against thralls. It's very good there because it also can cause electric explosions. The thing is, it's pretty much only useful in that scenario because I'm playing Titan and I also have the Ruined Wings exotics. Now that makes it so that I pick up way more ammo than the Thunderlord normally gets without the Ruined Wings. Now, machine guns are pretty useful in PvP, that's for sure, but in PvP, upgrading attack doesn't matter, so of course the question would be, if you're a mainly PvP player, it's just not worth it almost every time. Once you've gotten all of the special upgrades for the gun, it's not worth it just upgrading attack. There's simply no point. And in PvE, this is definitely a good gun. In just low-level content, it's extremely fun running this gun in Vanguard Rock Strikes, but again, machine guns and endgame content simply don't do enough damage to be useful. And the reason is yes, machine guns can be decently effective against normal enemies, but you're not really needing a gun that specifically takes down normal enemies, especially taking up the heavy slot and taking up an exotic slot. Again, just fighting normal enemies. You need something that's very good against bosses. And that's why the Hunger of Crota or the Galahorn are definitely better choices for your heavy slot than pretty much any light machine gun. And the simple fact is, although machine guns are better at taking down normal enemies than, let's say, your primary, they're just a little bit better. A lot of very, very powerful primaries exist in this game, and again, is it worth dedicating not only your exotic slot, but your heavy slot to a gun that is going to be taking down the same enemies you can simply use your primary on? So in summary, no, this gun isn't worth fully upgrading just because machine guns themselves are a weak option in PvE. Rocket launchers are just infinitely better. They're better in so many different scenarios, and most importantly, they're just much more powerful at taking down bosses, which is a lot of the endgame content. Now, that's not saying the Thunderlord isn't a good or fun gun to use. I love running it in Vanguard Rock, but I cannot recommend to fully upgrade this gun to use an exotic shard on this gun when it simply isn't that useful in the endgame content. You never see anyone running machine guns in Crota's End. You just don't see it. And if Bungie wants to change that, they're going to have to dramatically increase the damage that machine guns do in PvE. And we know that they have the power to do that because in the recent buffs and nerfs update, they doubled the power of shotguns in PvE. Machine guns are going to need a similar buff in order to be utilized in the endgame content of PvE as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe for more Destiny content. And as always, have a good day.